Well, hey everybody, welcome back to the Canning Nana. So it has been raining for the last 2 days. We have had a tornado watch last night. I guess that's going to be the norm for California. Oh boy. But hey, what better day to make Big Ziti, right? My famous Big Ziti. I'm going to make it a little bit easier for you guys to watch. Faster video, easier tutorials, so stay tuned and let's make this. It's delicious. Come on along. Okay, so these are all the ingredients that we are going to need to make this. I've got hot Italian sausage. I found it a little bit cheaper if you guys watched my last video. Oh boy, so this was only $4, not $7 like the last one. We have some quality Big Ziti. Got the last of my garlic. I'm going to have to make a little bit more of that. We have 2 cans of the San Marzano tomatoes. So I'm going to be using 2 of those because we are going to be using this large dish for the Big Ziti. Going to be using ricotta cheese and mozzarella. And then I have some Parmesan Reggiano, and I do have more of this. That's not all I have. So let's get started. I am boiling the water, and I am going to start peeling my sausage and taking out of the casings and browning the sausage. I'm going to use all of this. It's 1 pound, so I'm going to be doing all of this right here. Going to be cooking my noodles, and I will show you guys a little bit every step of the way. I have a longer video on this, but I'm not going to take that much time and show you guys because I've showed you before. I'm just going to show you little shortcuts along the way because this is such an easy recipe, and it should be really quick and easy. It comes together so fast, and it's so delicious, and the best of all, it freezes really well, you guys. And if you're making this for Christmas or New Year's Eve or Christmas Eve even, it's a very popular Italian dish for Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. You can make this in advance in a pan like this. You can freeze it. You can put it in your refrigerator. If you make it tonight, it will stay until Christmas Eve. Today is Thursday, and Christmas Eve is Sunday. It'll be perfectly fine if you make it tomorrow, which is when you guys are going to be watching this, which is going to be on Friday. It'll be perfectly fine. So you can make it on Friday, you can make it on Saturday. It'll be perfectly fine, you guys. It'll stay for 2 or 3 days in the refrigerator, even 4 days. It'll be perfectly fine. Great in advance, and it gives all the flavors a chance to meld all together. It'll be even better, to be honest, after it sits in the refrigerator a few days. Yeah, so that's the best way. Italian food is always better the second day when you have leftovers. Trust me. So we're also going to be putting our sauce together, and these are just tomatoes in these cans. I'm going to be making my own sauce, adding a little bit of the garlic to it. Real easy. Have a video on that too as well. So I'm just going to be showing you guys the basics. So I am going to be grating up some of the mozzarella and some of the Parmesan, and then I will bring you back. Okay, we are just going to break the sausage down as the water boils back here, and we heat the pan to make the sauce. Okay, so I put the tomatoes in here, and I'm going to use the same tool that I used to break down the sausage, to break down the tomatoes. I'm just going to be a lot more gentle. And all you're going to do is cook these down into a thick sauce, as thick as you want it, which will take probably about 10 minutes or so. So as I do that, I'm going to put some of my Italian seasoning in there, and then a little bit of pepper and a little bit of garlic. Okay, that's what it looks like after I put all the seasoning in it. So I'm going to put the heat up just a little bit. It's on medium right now. And just cook this down, mix it all together, and then I'll bring you back. And I'm going to cook the pasta as well. And shred the cheese. Okay, so when doing your pasta, You only want to do it about 3/4 of the way done, so very, very al dente, because when you put it in the oven, they are going to keep cooking, and you don't want mushy pasta. So make sure you do it very al dente. So let's look at these. So these are not quite done yet. These are too al dente. So we'll let them cook about another 3 minutes, then I'm going to take them out and start straining. Okay, here is our sauce. It's getting nice and thick. And to this, we are going to be adding the cheese and the ricotta right to this and make it a really, really simple recipe. And this is where it's going to change from the recipe that I previously showed you guys. So this is going to be really simple, kind of like a one-pot stop. Super easy, kind of a cheat recipe. But this is going to be really simple. So if you guys like lasagna, if your family likes lasagna, it's really time-consuming and tedious to put together. This is the next best thing, and you are going to love this because it tastes like lasagna. You have a meat and cheese and pasta recipe, but it takes so much less time. It literally will take you about a half an hour to put this together, another 15 to 20 minutes just to cook it and let all the flavors meld together in the oven, and presto, you have dinner. Super easy. Okay, just as a reference, I used about a half a cup of the Parmesan Reggiano and about a half a pound of the mozzarella cheese, and I'm going to be using probably about 3/4 of a pound of the ricotta cheese and a pound of the Ziti pasta and 2 cans of the tomatoes to 1 pound of sausage. Okay, so here is our sauce, and it is done. This is as thick as I want it because I'm going to be adding all of the cheese and everything to it right now. So to this, we are going to add our ricotta cheese. But first I'm going to show you a little trick, because ricotta cheese sometimes can be a little bit grainy. So what I'm going to do is I have a little bowl right here. So I'm going to add a little bit of the pasta to my bowl. You don't need very much. You just need it to be hot. To that, I'm going to add some of the ricotta cheese. Okay, now I'm just going to start mixing. While the ricotta is cold, but the sauce is hot, so just start mixing. Okay, so you want to stir that as fast as you can with the hot sauce to prevent the ricotta cheese from becoming grainy. You will not have grainy ricotta cheese in your lasagna or baked ziti ever again. And you just do that until you have the amount of ricotta cheese that you want for non-grainy ricotta cheese. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit more, and then I'll show you the rest of the way. Okay, so we're going to set that aside. Well, that is not grainy at all. So if you have an immersion blender, you can do this too. But what you want to do is just emulsify that as much as you can with the hot sauce, and you will not have grainy ricotta cheese anymore. Okay, so next we are going to add our mozzarella cheese. So let's go over there and add that. Okay, so I'm going to add some of the mozzarella cheese to this mixture, not all of it, because once everything is added, we're going to add that to it. And I'm going to grab the Parmesan, and we're going to add the Parmesan, about a handful. Again, not all of it, because you're going to add it to the rest. And we're just going to mix that in. And it's probably going to look like you don't have enough sauce, but trust me, you do. This is not a saucy dish. This is a gooey dish. So you want all that to mix in really well. And then you can add more as you go on. That looks really good. Okay, now I'm going to add the ricotta cheese. Okay, ricotta cheese is in. We're going to mix that in. Turn up the heat back up to medium. And remember, it doesn't matter how much sauce you use to emulsify your ricotta cheese, because it's all going right back into the sauce. Okay, so once you add your ricotta in, you're going to add your sausage. This is getting nice and cheesy, and you're going to add more cheese. You didn't add all the cheese yet. Okay, I'm going to mix this up and then bring the sausage in. Okay, so before I go any further, some people may be asking why I'm doing it this way and not the other way that I did it the last time. I do it both ways. This way, you get a much lighter sauce consistency. You're putting much more air into the sauce, and it's a much lighter consistency. So you choose which way you want it. You can try it both ways and let me know which one you guys choose. Okay. Let's add the sausage. Okay, sausage is added. It's back on medium heat and it's getting hot. I'm going to just kind of fold the sausage in there because the sausage has been sitting there for a little bit. So we're going to fold it back in, let it get nice and hot. Not that it matters because it's all going in the oven. We're just going to fold it in there. Okay, I'm going to get my pasta ready, and then I'll bring you back. Okay, here's our sauce. Here's our noodles. We are going to spoon our sauce over the noodles. Get it all on here. Mix it all together and put it in the pan. It's as easy as that, you guys. This looks absolutely delicious. We have our oven preheated for 425. And we're going to add some more cheese to this. Okay, so I've added some of this. Okay, let me mix that in and then I'll bring you right back. Okay, so we have most of the sauce. There's just a little bit left. I'm going to add that to the top of the sauce in the pan. So I added a little bit of the sauce, or a little bit more of the cheese on there. And I'm just going to mix this up in the pan. Kind of hard to do one-handed. Okay, let me get back to you. Let me finish this and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so here is our baked ziti. So all we have to do now is put it in the pan. It looks amazing. It tastes amazing. I tasted it. It looks amazing. We're just going to add it to this pan. And then put a little bit more sauce on it. A little bit more Parmesan, which I have to grate a little bit more because I did add all of the Parmesan and all of the mozzarella. Okay, I'm going to add it to the pan. Okay, this is what it looks like. And then I'm going to sprinkle some extra mozzarella on top. And I am going to grate some more and put some more on there. Okay, so I have added mozzarella and Parmesan Reggiano. This is going into the oven at 425 for about 15 minutes, and I'll bring you back as soon as it's done. Okay, you guys, here it is out of the oven. It looks absolutely amazing. Okay, so I'm going to let it sit here for just a couple minutes, and then I will dig into it and show you how it's served. And I made garlic knots to go with it, so we're going to serve that on a plate, and I'll bring you back. Okay, so we've let it sit. It looks amazing. Okay, so now we're going to cut into it. I'm just going to slice it right down there. Once you let it sit, the cheese will not pull. It's just going to cut straight down. So I'm going to cut my husband a pretty big piece. And I'll show you, oops, that one. Oh, that cheese is going to stick to me. Let's see. That's okay. Okay, let me get this out of here. Probably going to need 2 hands and a different spatula or something. And I'll show you what it looks like on the plate. Okay, there's the piece. This is what it looks like. Look at that, you guys. So took about maybe 15 minutes to put it together. That's after you grate the cheeses. So I'm going to be honest, the cheeses take you a while to grate, at least for me, because of my strength of my arms, my back. It takes me a little bit to grate that. So once you grate the cheese and have all your ingredients and everything together, your tomatoes and your sausage, super, super easy. Comes together really, really easily. This is what it looks like. I put a little bit extra on here. Super easy, but look at that. So I am just going to put a little teeny bit of mozzarella on top. And I have extra mozzarella. I'm going to put some Parmesan on top of there. I have extra mozzarella, so what I'm going to do is the leftovers are going to be put away and frozen. So I have some extra sauce. I have some extra mozzarella and some extra Parmesan. And these are all going to get frozen in the freezer for individual lunches, probably for my husband when he comes home. So that's it. Thank you for watching. The word of the day is going to be Ziti, Z-I-T-I. Please comment the word of the day and to be eligible to win in our 15,000 subscriber appreciation giveaway. Coming up really soon. I'm going to be picking winners out of all of these word of the day videos, as well as giving stuff away live in that subscriber appreciation giveaway. Actually, there's going to be a few of them. I'm not going to do it in just one giveaway. I'm going to make it easier for myself than I did for the 10,000 subscriber appreciation giveaway. And we're going to do it in smaller increments to make it easier for everybody to be there, since we have more people. So comment the word of the day, make sure that you're subscribed, get an extra entry, extra entries, I should say, by subscribing to our new channel, More Fun Than Sitting at Home. Link is in the description box below. And yeah, go and subscribe over there. We're trying to reach 1,000 subscribers over there on our new channel. It's our travel channel, really interesting. Going to be bringing more to you. And we are going to be doing another giveaway over there as well. And let me know if you try this, and I'm going to link to my other Big Ziti recipe so you can see the differences in what I did. And let me know if you have tried, I know a lot of you guys have tried the other Big Ziti recipe. Let me know what you think of this one and what the differences are. What do you think? And we'll go from there. And let me know what you want to see. Do you want to see some more cooking recipes? Do you want to see, I've got some canning recipes coming up in January. But let me know what you guys want to see. And I will see you soon. Thanks for watching.